Good morning, friends. I'm having so much fun with these Ritechus radios. The V115. I previously had the V111, which is a much inferior model to the V115. Get the V115 with the numerical buttons. You can record on an SD card, USB charging, headphone in, line in, WBAL, Baltimore. So that's quite a bit south of me. I pick up Canada, Toronto regularly. This is Chicago right here. This is WMVP, I believe, 1000 AM out of Chicago. So this is Wheeling, West Virginia. WWV, I believe, about 800 miles from me. WHAS out of Louisville, I pick up quite a bit if the conditions are right. That's 1,000 miles from me. 12:20 a.m. The Word. That's out of Chicago, I believe, as well. This little guy does not have shortwave. It's same digital signal processing chips. Actually, the chips are a little bit different in these two on close examination. But the components inside, this is kind of neat, this one, because you can see the components inside here. You may wonder why I have this wire here on the FM, around the post of the FM. It's a counterpoise, half the distance approximately of the telescoping antenna, just to improve the tuning. I've read that that can be a simple thing to just dial in the tuning. It doesn't really improve reception per se as so much of the quality of the tuning. Also, this radio falls backwards a lot. It's very poorly balanced. So I've created this little ballast here from just some cardboard and cloth tape, and that keeps her upright. So those are a couple of hacks I've done there. You're able to really fine tune in between the digital tunings, whereas this one is either going to skip ahead or you've got to manually put in the buttons. Having said that, the versatility of this one is really cool, and I've been using good quality earphones, earbuds with these, including these iPhone earphones, which are very good. They seem higher impedance to me, maybe on the order of 32 ohms. And these old Creative, these Creative earphones are very good performers. The ones that came with this Ritechus are pretty cheap, and they sound very muddy compared to these other ones that I have here. This runs on two AAA 1.5 volt batteries, whereas this guy has an integrated, I believe it's 800 milliamp lithium ion battery. Let's take a quick look at that. The BL5C, which I believe was designed by Nokia phones. So 1,000 milliamps, 3.7 volt. And it lasts fairly long. I wish it were a larger capacity though. And all the BL5Cs I've seen on eBay and stuff, replacements, are pretty much on the order of 1,000 milliamps. The receiver chip here is a AM, FM shortwave receiver chip. There are also media controller ICs on here, as well as power amps and things like that. Actually, this little guy had some pops in it when I was first tuning in, and I unraveled some of this Litz wire, I believe is what that is, and uncrimped it in a couple places, and it really fixed those pops. It's amazing the reception I get on this little guy, on both of these actually. You know, as far as evening reception, they're both pretty good. Same kind of lipstick and AM receiver coil there. The difference being is that this tunes via the buttons and toggling forward as well, doing an automatic search, whereas this is a manual adjustment. The shortwave, I picked up stations in Cuba. I believe I picked up Pyongyang, North Korea the other night, no joke. 6,100 kilohertz, I believe. So this thing is a real performer. The more time I've spent with it, the more I enjoy it and actually really appreciate the quality of it and the capability that this little guy has. You know, having said that, it's a lot of fun to just thumb around the dial here. And as I said, the reception is really about the same between these two performers, with the similar digital signal processing chips that operate on anywhere from about 2.4 to 3.6 or 4.5 volts, depending on the circuit, but generally 2.4 or so to 3.6 or 4.5 max. Thanks for tuning in, friends, and please subscribe and post your comments below about having fun listening to radio.